Did you know that Gran Canaria is often called a continent in miniature? It's a wild thought, but it's completely true. The island packs an insane amount of different landscapes into such a tiny space. One minute you can be trekking through a dense subtropical forest, and the next you're staring at rolling sand dunes like the Sahara. This diversity comes from unique microclimates. Northeast trade winds bring moisture to the north, making it lush and green, while the south stays sunny, arid, and dry. It's like flipping a switch. You can experience multiple seasons in a single day. That's what makes Gran Canaria so epic. It's not just about a beach, it's about the journey. Start your morning with a hike through a misty pine forest. Breathe damp earth and canary pines. Then drive less than an hour. Spend the afternoon on a golden beach. The island's geography is a constant surprise. Volcanic origins created jagged peaks. Okay, let's talk about the dunes of Las Palmas. This place is genuinely surreal. When you first see them, it's hard to believe you're still in Spain. You're standing at the edge of a massive expanse of golden sand dunes, stretching for miles along the coast. It feels like you've been teleported to the Sahara. And here's the crazy part. The sand isn't originally from the island. For a long time, people believed the wind blew it all the way from Africa. The real story is even cooler. The sand is made of crushed marine organic material, like seashells and mollusk shells, that have been pulverized by the ocean over thousands of years and then blown inland from the sea. Walking through the dunes is an adventure in itself. The landscape is constantly changing. The wind sculpts the sand into new shapes every single day, so the view is never the same twice. One moment you're on a sharp ridge with a perfect view of the Atlantic Ocean. Now for a bit of a secret spot on the west coast. This side of the island is wild and rugged. It feels a world away from the sunny resorts of the south. Dragon's Tail, a stretch of coastline of towering jagged cliffs. Cliffs that zigzag along the shoreline like a massive spine. The GC 200 winds along the coast, an adventure in itself. A narrow road clinging to the mountains, sheer drops down to the ocean below, not for the faint of heart, but absolutely breathtaking views. Every turn reveals a new dramatic vista of the Atlantic crashing against the cliffs. One of the best beaches here is Guigui. This isn't your average beach. You can't just drive up to it. Getting there, a challenging 2-hour hike through a ravine, or take a water taxi. Water taxi routes from Puerto Rico, water taxi routes from Mogan. The hike is tough but so rewarding, trekking through a dramatic barranco, volcanic rock formations lining the path. Leaving the coast behind, let's head for the heart of the island. High up in the mountains, you'll find one of Gran Canaria's most iconic landmarks, Roque Nublo, or Cloud Rock. This enormous volcanic rock stands 80 meters tall, on a plateau nearly 1,813 meters above sea level. It's an ancient place, once considered sacred by the island's original inhabitants, the Guanches. The hike to get there is one of the most popular on the island, and honestly, for good reason. It's a relatively easy walk, taking about 30 minutes from the car park, but it feels like you're trekking on another planet. The path winds through a sparse pine forest, with incredible views opening up as you get higher. The landscape around Roque Nublo is stark and beautiful. It's a high-altitude world of volcanic rock, canary pines, sweeping panoramic views. On a clear day, you can see across the entire island. So, we've journeyed from desert dunes, black sand beaches, and climbed to the top of cloud-covered mountains. Gran Canaria is an island that just keeps on giving. It's a place where adventure is always just around the corner. The sheer diversity packed into this one small dot in the Atlantic is what makes it so special. You can have a dozen different holidays all in one. You can be a beach bum, a mountain trekker, a coastal explorer. The island's energy is infectious. Before I sign off, one last incredible fact. Gran Canaria is home to an amazing variety of endemic species, plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. One of the most famous is the Gran Canaria giant lizard, a seriously cool reptile that can grow up to 80 centimeters long. It's another reminder of how unique and precious this island's ecosystem is. My best piece of advice for anyone visiting Gran Canaria is simple: rent a car. While the resorts are great, the true soul of the island is found on the open road. Give yourself the freedom to explore.